What up, though? This your boy DOC, and we got a very special guest on the platform today. If you'd like to go ahead and introduce yourself, for anybody that's living up under the rock, they should know who you is. But if you want to introduce yourself to the people,
What's up, man? It's your boy Kafani. You know what I'm saying? From Oakland, California, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. We done did this for a few moons now. Uh,
word.
with my Detroit family, my Detroit cousins.
Oakland rapper Kafani is trying to clear his name tonight. Federal prosecutors have accused him of leading a multi-million-dollar fraud ring. Stole millions by using other people's identities to secure fraudulent loans.
Word, word. I was just about to say that shit. It's been a little minute since we've been on this, man. Everything been good with you though?
I mean, for the most part, living life, everything, life has been doing good. I got my book, I got a book dropping, I got a documentary dropped about my life. You know what I'm saying? Took one little bad turn in the wrong direction as far as catching a Fed case. Uh, About to get ready to have to go serve 87 months. So, that's one little hiccup in what I got going on, but it's still not gonna stop me from continuing to do what I do and keep it moving. I've been through situations of being in prison, going to prison, several times in my life. But I feel real dumb and stupid for putting myself in a position uh, to again go down these roads. So I can't blame anyone but myself for putting myself in the position that I put myself in, even though we have those people that uh, made those twists of me getting caught
Mhm.
out there to make it easier, which we'll get into. But at the same time, as a man, um, any of us uh, who may fall in the traps and get caught up in that system, even though we have people that may, uh, as they say, tell on us, tattletale, snitch, whatever word, rat, whatever we want to call it, may enhance the situation of us being caught. Us as adults should know that if you commit crime, you got to do the time. So I'm not going to sit here and make a pity party about uh, those things, but I will, you know, put it out there as far as, you know, how those individuals uh, got me helped to lead to me being put in this position of having to go and deal with this 87 months of slavery. Because as we all know, prison is pretty much slavery. Uh, at the end of the day, it's legalized slavery. But that's another issue to get into. But other than
Right.
that, man, I'm in high spirits. I got a lot of things, good things going for myself. So uh, the time won't be just wasted away. Uh, you can incarcerate the body, but you can't incarcerate the mind. You're definitely not going to incarcerate my mind. So
Right, right. But like you said before we jump into that, because there's been some things that's been, popping on a positive tip, what I'm saying, prior to this. I know you say you got a documentary coming out, you got a book coming out, you got names for either one of them yet?
yeah, my book is called Built by Resiliency, Built by Nature, and that's the life story of the rapper Kafani. And my book just goes and tells my tells like my early life. It goes into details of my early life and going to to my life all the way up till um, all the way up to this point where I'm in my life getting ready to get incarcerated. Um, and then with my documentary pretty much entails me kind of explaining the same story, but a visual with it. And then also, there's a lot of unseen footage of my come up in my career, footage that no one's seen before.
Yeah, man, this your boy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Kafani, man. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't know, man, you know what I mean? I done signed the deal, Koch Records, man. Representing Real Talk. You know what I'm talking about? East Oakland, California, man. Money's my motivation, man. I'm driving like missiles, man. Real fast like a NASCAR, you know what I'm talking about? So I went to the club, and DJ Mind Motion was in the club, and DJ Backside was DJing. And I'm like, man, I got this song. I got this song, man. I think it's a hit.
And it also it really goes deep into the hyphy movement and showing the behind the scenes of the hyphy movement, like some of the iconic videos from the movement, different shows that was done. It just showed the behind the scenes of that, and it shows my come up in the game, and shows I was doing and who I interacted with. So, you get a side that you get a side of that movement that nobody else who's captured yet. It's not the unused, reused footage that you see these different things. Like when you see things about Dr. Dre. I said not Dr. Dre. But Mac Dre did say Dr. Dre did a track, but he didn't do it. But you see these same things of Mac Dre, the same shows, the same last few interviews. It's a continuous thing in every documentary. You see the same thing.
Right.
This documentary, I have things that no one's seen. So, that's the good thing about this. It's not some recycled footage that's been used over the years. This is all footage that's never been seen before that I personally, my team has personally documented it through the years. So it's a real good, it's a real good, it's a real good thing. It kind of just shows my connections to the hyphy movement, just my connections to the music, just period.
Your contributions and everything to it.
Yeah, exactly. It just it shows a lot of the hard work that was put into the person you see as Kafani. That I wasn't just some overnight dude that just came in the game and stopped and was just like this one hit wonder with fast like a NASCAR. It shows my whole body of work of all the things that I've accomplished doing my music, and I'm doing that as well as I also put out um, also I'm dropping an album called the best of Kafani and Friends, which also entails my vast catalog of music that I have with collaborations that I have with other artists from all across the whole country. As well, people who don't just all the way follow my career will see that, like some people like in the Bay, like really think that like Fast was like a NASCAR was a one hit wonder, and some people may even think it just was in the Bay. They didn't realize that was a global record. And then people from that point who didn't continue to follow my history didn't know that I worked with some of the biggest, artists, biggest hip hop artists and R&B artists out there. That I accumulated about 43 tracks on this particular project of music that I've done with all big artists on big platforms. It's not just like some Bay Area compilation or things like that. It's like on a bigger
Right.
scale. It shows that not just E40 and Too Short are the only two artists from the Bay that that's still doing music, but that did music with, you know, big name, all these big
Right.
artists that I've been working on a scale of putting in that same foundation, that same work that may have went unnoticed to some, um, and may been noticed to others. I mean, I really don't, I really don't know, exactly how much everyone knows about me. I know when something, when something, when something bad happens, I see, I get to see how much that I am known and everyone knows me because that's when everybody come out the cuts and the rafters to state their opinion. You know, when you got good everything going good for you, people don't want to talk about that. But when something negative happens, the vultures come out the cut. So you get to see that man, shit, I'm really something big about here. You know what I'm saying? So, uh,
And that's true what you're saying. And it's fucked up that people do gravitate more to negativity than anything, anything else. Because I was going to ask you, you kind of just answered the question. I was going to ask you, do you feel like all the hard work and all the different records that you did with different artists from all four coasts, what I'm saying, all over, what I'm saying, not just the Bay, been overlooked? And if you feel like it has, do you feel like there is a reason why? Or do you think it's just overall, do you feel like the Bay kind of got overlooked for all the talent that it has had over decades and decades? And we see that motherfuckers still lingo, all type of shit from there, but, you know, don't get his
yeah,
proper just dues.
yeah, I feel that we're very overlooked. I feel that if I the same music that I drop and the same music that I do, if I was coming out of Atlanta, uh, if I came out of Atlanta, I would probably be on a superstar status, from the work that I put in, the quality of work that I put in, the type of music I make. If I was from Atlanta, for surely, um, I would be a way, way bigger artist, uh, because I've done way more than a lot of artists uh, that's on this super high plateau that I put in way more work in. You know what I'm saying? And but like just with the Bay Area, we definitely don't get uh, the due respect we need. It's kind of almost like the artists that do blow up from the Bay. You don't really know they're from the Bay until they blow up, or uh, people don't even know that they're from the Bay. Like, but the people, and it's far and few in between that really gets to get on that major plateau. But um, when it happens, it's uh, it's normally someone of a different ethnicity that really blows. The traditional black male of hip hop from the Bay Area doesn't get the same love of maybe a female of Sweetie hype as a rapper, or maybe the same type of hype of a white dude like G-Eazy. You know what I'm saying? So um, it just seems to it just seems to me like some of the bigger acts that I see that's from the Bay, like the Hers, you know, Kaylani's, different artists. It doesn't it's not the actual urban look, the actual urban look of what we doing in the Bay, that's going on in the Bay, that doesn't those artists don't pop up. The only artist I've seen of late is my boy Simba, and also he's on a whole different platform for us, the hip hop side of it. Um, he's more of a lyricist, hip hop guy, and he has the whole everything behind him. So I can say we're making strides uh, with that side of it, but at the same time, uh, he's not actually like one of those commercial rappers that's gonna make that
Right.
bubblegum type single that's just gonna go crazy on TikTok.
Right. No, you talking that shit.
Yeah, he talking that shit.
We came up there like 14 deep.
And I had just happened to, I fucked around and one of the little bras I was with, she said she had to pee. So I was finna go to the hoagie shop. You know what I'm saying? I was finna go to the hoagie shop and shoot the video there. I didn't even have no intentions to shoot the video there.
I was shot 5 times and basically dead on arrival to the hospital.
I was laid out right there on the ground. Laid out right there on the ground. So I basically like walked up towards him, and he was like, bag back. Then I waved at my partners like, hey, to my niggas. Yeah, I seen him reach, and I basically tried to run. I was hit. I was laying on the ground. I'm like, man, I'm dead. He hit me in my neck. You know what I'm saying? My homie Cash was like, man, he's like, you ain't dead, man. You ain't dead, bro. They picked me up and put me in the Escalade, and they blasted, through stoplights this whole way, which y'all seen. They blast this whole way to Highland Hospital. My boy Smoked, he grabbed me, and they tried to pick me up, and he dropped me. He dropped me because he said my body wouldn't limp.